friends, Jamie here. Today I'm going to be leading you in a gentle flow for your neck, your back, and your hips. Those are probably the main areas that I hear that people experience pain or discomfort or dis-ease. So we're going to address the hot spots today to relieve some tension, some stress, and hopefully some pain you might be experiencing in your body. This does not replace proper medical interventions, so please don't think this is a fix-it-all, cure-it-all. This is simply to relieve some pain in your neck, your back, and your hips. So for today's class, you'll need a strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can use a scarf, a belt, something that you can extend. It's like Inspector Gadget. It's a Go-Go Gadget arm. So you can use this to reach places you normally probably wouldn't be able to without it. So grab that now and then come back to your mat or the floor. If you don't have a mat, you can do this on carpet. That would be fine too. So when you have all of the stuff that you need, come to a comfortable seat. This is perfect pose. You can also take crisscross applesauce. If your knees are not happy with either of these, you can even take your legs straight. Okay, so find a nice tall seat. Bring your hands to your lap. Let the shoulders drop. Close your eyes. And connect inwards with the breath. When you inhale, feel the lift of the spine. Sitting a little bit taller. When you exhale, feel the shoulders and the hips sink down. Slow and steady, inhale, exhale. Relax any tension in your jaw. And from here, allow the chin to drop to the chest. When your chin drops to your chest, make sure you keep the back straight. Roll your right ear to your right shoulder. Take your chin back to your chest and go left ear, left shoulder. Begin to go side to side, creating a half circle with your neck. Let the movements be slow and mindful. Begin to connect the breath with the movement. So inhale to one side. Exhale to the other side. Now, as long as it's okay for your neck and it doesn't create any pain, take a full circle. And if you're anything like me, you might feel some crunchiness along the way. As long as there's no pain, you should be good. Good, if you're taking a full circle, go the other direction. Again, our word on the street for today's practice is slow and mindful. On your inhale, bring your head back to center. Flutter the eyes open and lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, let the shoulders drop and blow the breath out. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, let it drop. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, let it drop. Good, now place your right hand over to the side of you and reach the left arm up and over. Take a side bend. As you bend to the side, make sure you keep the gaze up, keep the heart up. And if you're able to, you can slide down to your forearm if you want, or take the hand out farther. Wherever you are, keep both of your hips on the floor. On your inhales, feel the chest and the lungs expand and lift. When you exhale, bring awareness down into the hips. Now take that top arm, wrap it along your low back, and allow the head to drop to the right. And for those of you who carry a lot of your stress in your neck, you're going to feel a nice big stretch through the left side of your neck and shoulder. Slow and mindful breath. On your inhale, bring it back to center. Place the left hand over to the side and reach the right arm up and over. Take a side bend. Keeping the gaze up, heart up. And again, inhale, expand through the chest. Lift the chest. Exhale, send awareness down into your hips. Take your top arm, wrap it along the low back, and allow the head to drop to the left. Now feeling the stretch through the right side of your neck and shoulder. Keep the jaw relaxed. On your inhale, bring it back to center. Take a forward fold. And again, if your legs hurt or your knees hurt, you can always take the legs straight if you like. As you come into your forward fold, allow the back to round and let the head go. Now, for some of you, it might be your forward fold is here with just a little bit, or it can be all the way head to the floor. It does not matter, but allow the spine to round naturally. Let the head go. Allow the weight of the head to stretch through the neck. And as you hold here and breathe, when you inhale, send awareness to the space between the shoulder blades. And when you inhale, feel the space between the shoulder blades lift and expand. When you exhale, feel the whole body sink down. Slow and mindful breath. On your inhale, push it back up to seated. If you do have your legs crisscrossed, take the other shin in front. Now place the hands behind you, fingers towards you, and you're going to lean back into your hands, press down into the hands, lift the chest, and allow the head to drop back. If this hurts your neck, you can keep the neck lifted. Hold here and breathe. Keep the belly button hugged in. Try to relax through the jaw. On your inhale, push yourself back to center. Coming into a twist, take your right hand across the body to the left knee, your free hand behind you. Sit tall, inhale, exhale, twist, look over your back shoulder. So never force a twist, but allow the breath to lead you. So inhale will extend the spine long. Exhale will give you space to twist a little deeper, but don't force it. On your in-breath, bring it back to center. Exhale, go to the other side. Left hand, right knee, free hand behind you. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist, look over your back shoulder. Feel both of your hips firmly planted on the mat. On your inhale, bring it back to center and take both your legs straight out in front of you if you haven't already. Take your feet about hip distance and we're going to allow the feet to flop side to side. Don't make it pretty or anything, just let it go. This will start to release through the hips. Good, now go ahead and straighten the legs, flex the feet, sit nice and tall. Point the toes now. Try to get the toes to touch the floor. For those ballerinas out there, it might actually happen. For those of you who have not drank enough water, you might feel a cramp coming on like I do. Now flex the feet, toes back towards you. Now linking that with breath. Inhale, point the toes. Exhale, flex the feet back towards you. Good, a couple more. Follow your breath. Point and flex. Good, last time. Next time you flex, go ahead and keep the feet flexed. Keep your feet hip distance. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lean forward. Grab on anywhere along the way. Shins, ankles, feet. Does not matter where you hold on. Once you get where you are, release the head and neck. Again, focusing on that space between the shoulder blades. When you inhale, feel that space lift and expand. And when you exhale, feel the whole torso sink down and forward. So healing begins where we send our awareness, right? Where we send our awareness and our intentions, and we couple that with action. This is when healing begins. So wherever you feel tightness in the neck and the shoulders, envision exhale, releasing and softening. On your inhale, roll it up to seated. And we're gonna find our way onto all four tabletop. So whatever method you need to get there, find your way to all four. Once you get to all four, fingers spread wide, palms flat. Look back at your knees, make sure the knees are hip distance. Tops of your feet are pressing flat. Moving through cat and cow pose. On your inhale, arch the back, tailbone up, drop the belly, look up. On the exhale, round the back, chin to chest, round the back like a Halloween kitty. Begin to move with the breath. Inhale, arch the back, tailbone up, look up. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Start to find a rhythm with your own breath. Again, word on the street, slow and mindful. On your next exhale, come back to a neutral spine, flat back. Take your knees as wide as your mat, unless you have a mat like mine. Take them about a little wider than hips, and then bring your big toes together. Sit back on your heels. Ooh, you might hear some popping, some cracking. If this hurts in any way, don't stay here. Come back to all four. We're just gonna take a moment here. Feel the stretch through the front of your shins and your ankles. Good, then come back to all four tabletop. Knees underneath your hips. Good, now we're gonna do another action where we take our hips over to the right and then look over our right shoulder. You may or may not see your booty. And then take an inhale here. Exhale, go to the other side. So you're gonna shake your hips side to side as you look to that side. If it feels weird, it's right. Just go with it. Slow and mindful breath. Good, one more breath. On your exhale, come back to neutral spine. Again, take the knees a little wider, big toes together. Take your hips to your heels. This time, come into child's pose. Take your forehead towards the mat. If it doesn't go all the way down, you can stack your hands or make fists, but support your head in some way. And as you're holding child's pose, again, bring the awareness to the space between the shoulder blades. On the inhale, feel the lift and expansion. On the exhale, feel the entire torso sink down. On your inhale, lift the head, look forward. And make sure the forearms are lifted so you have active arms, and pull them back a quarter inch and push away from the mat, taking the hips back towards your heels. Good, threading the needle. Take your right hand, palm up, slide it underneath the left, and come all the way down to the right side of your head. If it doesn't go all the way down, let it hang. Focusing here on stretching through the shoulders and the neck. Continue to breathe. Wherever you experience the stretch, wherever you feel it, send your breath there, send your awareness there. Inhale brings you back to center. Other side, take the left palm up, slide the left arm under the right, come all the way down to the left side of your head. And this side will feel different than the other, So just roll with it. If it's tighter or if it's looser, just don't judge it. Just breathe. On your inhale, bring it back to center. Come up to all four tabletop, knees under the hips. From here, tuck your toesies under, coming into downward facing dog. Lift your knees off the mat and shift the whole body back. Taking the head between the biceps, looking back between the feet, and straighten into both of your legs. Press the heels back and down. Now, if you take a moment to look at your hands, make sure the palms aren't lifted. Make sure the elbows aren't bending. So press the palms flat, straighten into the arms, and literally press away from the mat and stretch the chest back. Gaze back between the feet. From here, inhale, come into plank, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. We're going to do this a few times. Inhale to plank. Exhale back, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale to plank. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Good, come into plank. Take the knees, cross the ankles, heels to hips. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower down. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Once you make it to the floor, tops of the feet go flat to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest, cobra. Lift the hands on the floor. So in Cobra, we're trying to strengthen into the back. So press the tops of the feet down. Inhale, use the strength of your back to lift you up. Hold and breathe. On your exhale, lower the hands down, forehead to the mat. Take a breath. Here we go again. Inhale, press into the hands, lift for Cobra. This time you're pressing very gently, but using a little bit of your strength to lift you higher. Hold and breathe. Good, next exhale, press back to child's pose. Take a moment to inhale, fill the belly up. Exhale, blow it out through the mouth. Inhale, come up to all four tabletop. From here, step your right foot forward in between your hands. So make sure that we're not creating a swastika shape. So square lines with our body. For one, swastikas suck. For two, this is not going to give you the stretch that you need. It's going to put a lot of pressure on that back knee. So from here, think about leaning the hips forward. Make sure that the ankle is right under the knee, and you're going to sink down as much as you can. Hold here and breathe. And you should feel a nice stretch in the front of your right hip. This is where we're trying to target, trying to relieve some stress here. Continue to hold and breathe. Good, now place both hands on your knee, lift your chest. If this hurts your back knee in any way, double up your mat, flop it over so you have more padding, or put a blanket underneath it. Continue to press down and forward with the hips as you curl the chest back. If you feel wobbly, keep your awareness on that front big toe mound. That's going to help you to stay stable and press down. Good, from here, inhale, arms reach up. Take your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, and then lean back. Day at the beach. Continue to breathe. On your exhale, release both hands to the mat. Coming into half splits, slowly begin to straighten into that front leg. Pull back the hips. Straighten that front leg as much as you can. If it doesn't straighten all the way, just do your best. And once you're there, flex the toes back towards you. Release the head, release the neck. bend that front knee, come back into tabletop, all four. Once you get back into all four, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Stretch the legs. Fingers spread wide, palms flat. Good, exhale, come back to all four, tabletop. This time, step your left foot forward, runner's lunge. And again, we're making that lungy shape, not the swastika shape. So if your foot is too close to that back knee, you're not going to be able to lunge forward. So take that front foot and inch it forward so that you can lean down towards the mat. Stacking ankle, knee to armpit. Sending your awareness to that front right hip, feeling the stretch there. Good, bring both hands to your knee, lift the chest. Feeling the hips sinking down and forward as you curl the shoulders up, back, and down. If you feel wobbly, don't let that front knee move out. Hug that front knee in. Good, here we go. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back and lean back, day at the beach. On your exhale, release both hands to the mat. Step back to all four, tabletop. When you get to all four, tabletop, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring it and the inhale, bring it to push-up position, plank. Take the knees to the mat, cross the ankles, heels to hip. Here we go, look forward, inhale, exhale, lower all the way down. Tops of your feet go flat, inhale, cobra, hold here and breathe. Keep the elbows in, reach the elbows back towards your heels. On the exhale, press back, child's pose. Knees apart, big toes together, forehead to the mat. Good, from here, roll up to sit on your heels and bring your knees together. If this hurts your knees in any way, sit crisscross applesauce or sit on your bum in some way. Good, from here, release the hands to your lap, whatever feels best. Sit tall, and then allow the chin to go back to that chest again. Now lift the head, drop the head back. Open the mouth a little bit and allow the jaw to go relaxed. And then gently bring your lips together. This will start to stretch through the neck. Good, head back to center. Place that right hand over to the side, left arm reaches up and over. Now imagine you're playing the air guitar and start to take this top arm and make full circles. Slow and mindful. Good, switch direction, other way. Nice, bring it back to center, other side, left hand down, right arm up and over. Play that air guitar, slow and mindful. Good, switch direction, other way. Nice, bring it back to center, come up to all four, tabletop. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Good, inhale, come to plank. Exhale, take the knees to the mat, cross the ankles, heels to hips. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. From here, tops of the feet go flat. Take your feet about hip distance and press the toesies into the floor or into the mat. Now, you're gonna take and come on to your forearms. So forearms are parallel to one another. Elbows are right under your shoulders. This is called Sphinx pose. And see if you can take your back legs and reach them as far back as they can go. Once you have a solid foundation, press into your hands and envision pulling the heart forward. So everything in the lower half of your body is relaxed. The legs, the booty. The only thing that's working is your upper body. Pressing the elbows down to lift up and out. Then from here, let the head hang. When you inhale, bring awareness to the low back. On your exhale, allow the low back to sink down. And if it feels good for your neck, you can roll the head side to side. If your head is going side to side, allow it to drop to center. Hold here and breathe, bringing all of your awareness to that low back. Again, healing begins with intention coupled with action. So the simple act of hoping I feel better is not going to work unless we're doing something about it. And our breath is really healing coupled with the stretching of muscles. Take a few more breaths here in Sphinx pose. On your next exhale, lower down to your belly. Come into crocodile pose. Stack the hands, elbows wide. Take your forehead to your hands. From here, bend both of your knees. And we're going to windshield wiper our feet and legs side to side. This will release just some of the tension in the low back. Good. Bring the legs back to center and straighten them to the floor. From here, lift the head, place the hands as if you're pushing back, and come into child's pose. Now from child's pose here, lift the head, walk the hands and torso over to the right. Take them as far as they'll go, but try to keep your hips from lifting. Try to keep the hips back towards the heels. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, walk to the other side, walk to the left. Let the head go. Okay, bring your head back up. Inhale, exhale to the other side. Okay, bring up to all four. Take an inhale, exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Press the heels back and down. Stretch the chest back towards your legs. Hold and breathe. On your inhale, come back down to your knees. Knees together, feet together. Sit on your heels just for a moment. Close the eyes. And just take note of what you're feeling in your body. Notice the neck. Notice your back. Good. Now flutter your eyes open. Locate your strap or your belt or scarf or whatever it is you're using. Have this handy and you're going to come onto your back. So come all the way down onto your back. Once you make it onto your back, knees are bent, feet are on the floor, feet are about hip distance. So have your handy dandy go-go gadget arm strap handy. You're going to take it and lasso it over the right ball of your foot. So make sure the strap is not in the arch, but right over the ball of the foot. Once you have that Go-Go Gadget arm, you can extend that right leg straight up. So when you're holding on to the strap, make sure you're not holding on for dear life. Make sure it's just a light hold. So strap in that right hand. Take your left hand over that front left hip, just to keep it nice and grounded here. At this point, you should feel a bit of a stretch in the back of your right leg, unless you are super bendy. So holding here and breathing, feeling the sole of your left foot press down. Gently hug the belly button in to connect the low back to the mat. Now, for some of you, this might be where you stay. This might be enough of a stretch that you don't need to go further. For the rest of you, if you want to try a deeper stretch, you're going to begin to straighten into that left leg. Now, once you go there, you might automatically right away go, oh, no, that's not for me. So you can always come back to the knee bend. Now, if you are straightening into that leg, make sure it's nice and flat, press down into that left hip as you reach the right leg up. So this is one of the best stretches you can do for low back pain. So this is where we've moved in, done the neck, we've done some back, now we're really getting into the back here. But also, it also starts to stretch through the hips. So that front left hip, you should feel something there. Hold and breathe. Good, take a few more breaths here. If your left leg is straight, go ahead and rebend it. And release the strap. Take both of your feet to the mat, knees bent, and windshield wiper knees side to side. Good, come back to center. We'll go to the other side. Lasso the ball of your left foot. And then extend that left leg straight up. Good, hold on to the strap with that left hand. Place the right hand over your right hip. Keep that right leg bent for right now. Press down into that right foot. Feel the connection of the back on the floor. And for those of you who are going on to the next level, begin to straighten into that right leg. And this side may be different. For me, this is the tighter side. So really work to keep the both legs as straight as you can. Hold and breathe. Good, on your inhale, bend that right knee again. And then release the strap, place both feet on the mat. Feet are hip distance, windshield wiper, knees side to side. Good, now hug both of your knees into your chest. Have some space between the knees and bring the knees in towards the armpits. Hold on however feels best, and you can rock side to side. Good, now grab behind the knees, take the feet up like a dead bug. So knees are bent, feet to the ceiling, and take your hands and slide up your shins. Maybe you hold the shin, maybe you hold the ankle, maybe you grab the outer edge of your feet. And wherever you are, you're going to pull the knees down towards the armpits. Feet are flexed. You should feel the low back flattening onto the floor. Good, now rock side to side. I feel like a cockroach right now. Good, bring it back to center. Place both of your feet on the mat. Take your arms out to a T, palms down, and drop your knees over to the right. Now place that right foot on top of that left knee and allow the weight of gravity to allow the knees to move down. Look over your left shoulder. So essentially we're in a twist, but we're using the leverage of that right foot on top of that left knee to gently twist here. And wherever you're feeling the stretch, send awareness and breath there. Inhale brings you back to center, both feet on the mat. We'll go to the other side, drop your knees to the left. Take that left foot on top of the right knee and allow the weight of gravity to pull down. Look over your right shoulder. Good, inhale brings you back to center, both feet on the mat. And we're gonna windshield wiper knees side to side. Good, and then hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a big squeeze. So for the next portion, you're gonna need to find a wall. Maybe you're close to one right now. We're gonna do legs up the wall, which is really therapeutic for a lot of reasons, physically and emotionally. It's good for the low back, it's good for releasing tension, it's good for sleep. When you're ready to come up to seated, find your way up to seated, find your way to a wall. I'm gonna adjust this so you can see better. So once you find a wall, you're gonna sit with your back to it. You're not gonna be on your mat, you're gonna be off to the side. And we're gonna imagine ourselves as some little ninjas here. And we're gonna roll onto our back. As we roll onto our back, our feet go up. So you want the booty all the way against the wall, and you want to extend both of your legs straight up. Once you're here, legs are together, feet are flexing. It's almost like you're standing, but you're inverted. Make sure the shoulders are down and away from your ears. And you can place the hands wherever feels best for you. Doesn't really matter. And then once you get into a spot that feels good, close the eyes. And wherever you are feeling this in the body, send awareness and breath there. When you exhale, feel the whole body on the mat sinking down. Feel the head, shoulders, back, and hips. With every exhale, feel the body sink down. If at any point this does not feel good, you can bend the knees, place the feet on the wall. Know that that's available. Now bring awareness to the belly. Allow the belly to rise and fall with each breath. Allow yourself to have a soft belly. Good, now with your right leg, you're going to cross your right ankle right above your left knee. Flex the foot. So if you're tight, the knee is going to be closer to your chest. But with that right hand, you're going to gently push that knee towards the wall. If this hurts your knee in any way, don't go any further. Just stay right where you are, gently hugging the knee in. Working here to start to stretch that outer right hip. Keep both of your feet nice and flexed. For those of you who want a deeper stretch, you can start to bend that left leg and place that left foot on the wall. Essentially, this is a variation of pigeon pose. You have lots of options. You can stay here, you can have the legs straight. Figuring out what feels best for your body. Wherever you are, hold and breathe. One more inhale, one more exhale. Take both of your legs straight up to the wall. We'll go to the other side. Cross the left ankle right above the right knee. Flex the feet. Take your left hand and gently push that left knee away from you towards the wall. Each side will be different, so don't try to recreate the other side. Simply respond and listen to the body. Keep the hips and the back on the floor. Again, options if you want more. You can bend that right knee, place that right foot on the wall. And you're going to feel this in the outer left hip this time. So when we have back pain, it's not always just our back. It's often tight hips, tight piriformis, tight booty muscles. They're all related. Also tight iliad psoas. So the hips and the back are intertwined as far as when there's pain or dis-ease or discomfort. So stretch one, you stretch the other. You heal one, it helps to heal the other. Wherever you are, keep breathing. One more breath wherever there is. And then take both of your legs straight up the wall again. Now, allow the legs to go wide. Make a straddle shape. Keep the feet flexed, keep the legs engaged. Engage your quads. Then from here, feel that big stretch in your groin. And then take your arms up and overhead, back of the hands to the floor. And as you breathe here, inhale, allow the belly to fill up. When you exhale, squeeze the belly button in towards the spine. Take a couple more big inhales, big exhales. When you inhale, allow the diaphragm to move down, which will lift the belly up. When you exhale, squeeze the belly button to spine. One more big inhale. Exhale. Good, now take both of your hands, grab the outer edge of your legs. Gently bring your legs together. Bend your knees, take your knees into your chest, feet to the wall. And just take a moment here. When you're ready, roll over to one side. Come into a fetal position. Close your eyes for a moment. On your inhale, gently press yourself up. And you're going to find your way onto your back, lying down flat on the mat. Once you're lying flat on the mat, take the feet hip distance. Take the palms facing up. We're coming into Shavasana, corpse pose. Get yourself comfortable. If you want a blanket or a pillow, grab a blanket or a pillow. Allow yourself to hunker in, close the eyes. And once you get into that comfortable place, take a big inhale through the nose. On the exhale, let everything go. Now, I invite you to stay here for as long as you can, at least 5 minutes. 10 minutes, even better. 15, awesome. If you fall asleep, it means you needed a nap. So the point of the story is don't get up and turn this off now. Stay where you are, rest. This is when we let the benefits of everything we've worked on settle in. This is where we start to allow our nervous system to rest. This is where we find healing in the body. It's not in the movement, but the space where we let everything go for a moment. So thank you for joining me today. I hope this has helped in some way. Please rest, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.